Good evening. The widow of a man killed by a drug-impaired driver is sharing her feelings tonight on the sentence that's just been handed down in the case. The man charged in a crash that killed David Generaux back in December 2023 has been sentenced to 7 years behind bars. CTV's Caris Mapp is here now with more on this story. Karis, you spoke with David Generaux's widow a little earlier today.
Tony, Sabrina Genro tells me she hopes the sentence handed down this week will allow Michael Schular to reflect on his actions.
It was what it was. Like, even if he got life, it wouldn't have been enough for what he took from my family.
Sabrina Genro says the last year and a half has been an emotional roller coaster. Her husband David was killed in a crash on Highway 6 between Fergus and Guelph back in December of 2023. On Monday, Michael Schular was sentenced to 7 years behind bars and a driving suspension.
It's 12 years after he gets out of jail that he'll be driving ban, and then 10 years after he's out of jail, he has a weapons ban.
Schular pleaded guilty in April to impaired driving causing death. Blood tests showed at the time of the crash he was under the influence of fentanyl and methamphetamines.
He's where he needs to be because it wasn't fair that he was just on house arrest for the last almost 2 years, year and a half. And it's just, that felt good, but just the whole thing has just been, there's been ups and downs.
Sabrina and 8 of David's friends read victim impact statements in court.
I felt like Dave needed to be heard, and he didn't have choice. He didn't have that option to do it, so who better to do it than me? I just want him to understand the depth of what he's done. When Dave passed there, our son was 2 months old. 2 months and 3 days. So it's been like I haven't really got to enjoy being a new mom kind of thing.
Sabrina says her healing also includes getting involved with Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
I have once a month meetings with Mapp, and I went to the conference that they have in Toronto this year. And in September they're having a memorial. And so we're putting Dave's name on a plaque up there.
Her son may not remember his father, but Sabrina says his legacy will live on forever.
He was funny. He liked to play practical jokes and stuff, and I really hope that our son picks it up and does that kind of stuff. And he was just an all-around good guy.
Sabrina told me she didn't feel like Schular showed much remorse during Monday's sentencing, but says she feels David is watching over her and their son, and that's what keeps her going. Tony.
All right, CTV's Caris Mapp with that story. Karis, thank you for that.